Top of the morning, Aotearoa. Yes, Friday. Before we hit the weekend, we must find out what's happening with our good old brother, Joey Daymond, which he joins us this morning again with Monzi and Trina from the All Fresh Breakfast. Good morning, Joey.
Monzi, Trina, thank you so much for having me.
Brother, look at that, man. The last time we caught up was a couple of weeks back, and since then, things are just popping off for you. The show that you've been having, obviously, it's had to have more than one show in Wellington. It seems to be sold out everywhere. You're getting Quarter Tongan out there as well. Hey, come on, man.
Well, I'll take that.
He's part of MMC.
I love it. Give us an update, man.
That's so funny you said that because I went to the warehouse this morning. I'm going to be honest, I had to buy some undies, sorry, TMI treats. But
Let's go.
This guy rocked up to me, he's like, Toko? I was like, it's like, yeah, bruss. Yeah, but that's me. That's me.
Is it not tangane?
Yeah. But naka, bruss.
Naka, but I mean, give us an update, man. Obviously, since the last time we caught up, again, bro, these shows are just popping off, man.
Great. Yeah, I can't remember if last time I'd put the tour, if the tour had gone on sale yet or anything.
No,
I think
we discussed that.
It was just
before.
It was just about to.
I think literally that day the tickets were going on sale.
Yeah. So the whole tour, the initial one went sold out in 2 hours, like across the whole country.
We know because we missed
Yeah,
we get it.
Sorry.
I'm sick of seeing all these posts of people at your shows and like or posting their tickets going, oh, I can't wait for this, and I'm like, shut up.
I know. Yeah. Everyone just goes in when they get there.
But completely happy for you because a sellout show was amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much, friends.
How are people taking the new content, the new show, the new writings? How have people been taking that?
Well, it's been a unreal reception. It's been crazy. I think from how the shows went on the tour and how fast they sold out. Wellies. I had 2 extra shows selling out in like 30 seconds.
That's hometown, right?
Yeah, that's hometown.
Yeah.
And they were a bit smaller, but that was enough for me to sort of be like, okay, I reckon we try shoot for a big one in Auckland.
I'm good.
And then the plan was to initially just do one Sky City because that was big enough. That was kind of what I thought was going to be big enough for me. Because my initial goal was ASB Waterfront Theatre, which was 650, and then Sky City's
loving the goals, man.
Yeah, it's another 700, and then we chucked it up. It
700?
Yeah, 700.
Amazing.
We chucked it up, and it was gone in 20 minutes.
Well done.
And then we rolled over a second one on the Sunday, and then
Next move, Spark Arena. Here we come.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Get them goals, man, and keep ticking off that bucket list because I see you. We definitely see you coming up, and I just wanted to say, have you always been that really good with the audience, or was that a building stepping stone for you? Because the way that I see you interact with the audience is almost another great reason to come watch your show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know if many Kiwis or Pasifika comedians are good at that.
Yeah,
but you are very good at really
it,
connecting that and putting them on the spot. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
comedians that really put you on the spot. Who's this man with the glasses in the front? Get over there.
Yeah. Well, that audience interact because like 90% of my audience that's coming through, they've never been to stand-up comedy before. So, an educated stand, in the sense they're educated in stand-up, they're usually used to just sitting there and they know what to expect. Whereas an audience that hasn't been, you kind of have to talk them through, how to watch it and how to enjoy it. And so that audience engagement thing makes it way more organic to do that rather than being like,
facts.
Yeah, you guys can do this, and then now you have to watch me just tell jokes for an hour. And so what I've been using this whole tour was an opportunity to introduce them to stand-up.
Yeah.
That's why this Saturday I've got 3 of my very good mates on as well, just to sort of show them the what's out there in the scene.
Man.
Yeah, because I think they see a lot of what's on TV, and they get they get demotivated from that because it's not really what they're into. But what I wanted to use this as an opportunity was that there's way more out there.
So is it good to bomb?
Yeah, bro.
Right, so is it good to bomb?
So Sling. So for anybody, you won't be able to see Willie. He's he's been filming a doco.
What's up, Willie?
Shout out Willie. And he came to 2 shows with me last night. Bombed one of them comfortably, Willie, and then the second one was half bomb. But
it's all a part of the learning. I'm just saying,
for sure,
with your friends that'll be coming on through, taking the
Yeah.
applauses are good, standing ovations even better.
Yeah.
But I mean, learning from the bombs in comedy. I mean, I
No,
use
of
that word because I see that word used a lot. The dude bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Well, that's where your actual confidence in being on stage comes
so
from
good.
bombing. So, people ask it all the time, do you bomb? And it's like, yeah, that you bomb at just about any level. You know, even the best guys you can think of probably still bomb.
To this day.
Yeah, and you know, different shows and stuff. So it's something you just have to become completely comfortable with, and then with that confidence from having absolutely no laughs but still just getting through what you're doing. That means you can walk on stage at something like a Sky City and just.
That's right.
Does one
Take it from Joey D, man.
does one stand out for you? Have you got one that you're just like, oh man, like
Yeah.
what the heck was going on there?
Yeah, so it was actually like my 5th gig in, and weirdly enough, it was at Sky City, but not in the theatre. It was in the casino. So there's the casino. For anybody that's been to the casino, I haven't been there before midday, but but I went to. It was in the casino, and it's literally just a stage in the middle of the casino, right next to like the pokie machines and everything. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of my uncles there, but bro, and it's the stage right in the middle of the casino, and so I'm doing stand up in this packed casino, but the amount of people watching you was like 3 or 4.
Oh,
And bro, so you're, I mean, I can't compete with with the
pokey
machines. Yeah, I can't. The pokey machine was killing. I was on stage dying.
And then there's that big spinning wheel as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
one too.
Another one. I suppose I shouldn't ask who's the best audience because that's always a hard one. But who has, out of all the cities that you've done so far, who has the best hecklers?
Dunedin
I was
takes
gonna say,
Really?
was it Dunners?
Dunedin takes the cake. Bro, Dunedin was out
And
the gate.
why?
Story.
Dunedin
Give us a
was
story.
out the
Story
gate.
time with D.
Okay, this is really stink. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but my opener in Dunners, he's a great comedian. Which is why I had him on. But the Dunedin audience again, they haven't really been to stand up. You know, there's just a bunch of like drunk
Yeah.
drunk dudes,
They
drunk
used to
chicks,
house
drunk
parties,
chicks
street
too. Yeah.
parties, yeah.
And they just heckled him to the point where he just couldn't even get his material off. He was supposed to do 15 minutes, did 2.5 minutes. Bro, it was that crazy. Like they were going so hard in, and so and when in stand up you always have to meet the energy that you're given.
Yeah.
And so I just had to walk on and
Give it back.
just start chucking it out straight away, just coming in hot as.
Is that the guy that you called out? I think I saw a snippet on Instagram.
Oh, look at him.
And
He's
you,
like, oh
you,
my God.
you called him out because did he use the N word?
Yeah. There was a bit of that.
Was that the same guy or was that a different guy?
So there's a guy who was on stage who like dropped the elbow, did like a Batista bomb. I called it the Dunedin version, the barista bomb. Yeah, so there was a guy who did it. He got on stage, told this story. Okay, I'll just tell you this whole story. So,
Let's go.
So this dude, I brought this guy on stage because everybody had been saying some guy's name, and I was trying to invite the guy up, asking him, why does everyone know who you are? And then his mate goes, I'll tell you why. And so he comes up on stage and tells the story, and basically the story is, and sorry Fano, you have to hear this, sorry Jesus. The story was, he goes, yeah, so this guy, he's got this nickname because one time I was with my girlfriend, and then I dropped her off to her flat, and then he came over and got with her.
Oh, wow.
And
wow.
And then you see it on the video, if you go back to my Dunedin video, and then you see it on the video, and then he goes, you know what happened next? And then I go, nah, what happened? And he goes, I put her in a coffin. And then I'm like, what does that mean? And then he just drops his elbow. And I was like, he was like, does this massive ass money on stage? And I was like, man, Dunners is...
next level.
That's not planet Earth. That is there's something else. There's something
in the water.
There's something else down there, and it's and
Wow.
it's funny because half the stuff they're doing down there. If you saw it outside Manukau Westfield, everybody would be all the trouble out here just because it's Dunners. It's like university.
That's
Bloody
facts, man.
Dunners.
Anyways,
But
man.
Dunners was hectic.
Wow.
It was that was crazy.
Well, that's memories made down there.
Yeah.
may this never surface ever again. However, you know, it's all going down this weekend. What would you like to let the people know right now for those who want to come check it out, support you as well? I mean, get the message out there, brother.
Yeah, so we had a very small amount of tickets, like quite literally a handful left. We're gonna chuck them up at midday.
You hear that?
Yeah. So we thought we'd keep like a very small amount of tickets just for the last minute. No idea why. Just my producer said it'll be crack up if we just like chuck these up last minute.
Why not?
Yeah. So there's only a few of them left. We're gonna chuck them up at midday. But other than that, just a massive thank you for getting me to this point. I started here. We talked about it last time.
That's right, man.
Came in 2 years ago. No one knew who I was.
No one knew, man.
Yeah, no one knew. And
Now you're selling out.
Now you're
across
giving out the
country.
energy you
Yeah,
get, man. You're
Mom's
giving out
put
the
me
energy
on.
you get.
this
good.
chair is out the gate, but
I'm actually watching you and I'm like, oh my
yeah,
gosh.
struggling with this chair. This chair was playing pokies at Sky City last night, and
Chair's a little bit drunk.
this chair rocked up to work straight from Kong. It came with Monty.
I say no more, brother. Let us know again where to find details again from midday for the ticket access, the limited ticket access.
Yeah. No, it's coming out. Just go to my Instagram at joe.daymond and you'll see it all there. Thank you so much for having me, Mon, Trina.
Very
Love you guys
welcome.
very much.
Very
Love
welcome.
you, brother.
Appreciate you.